A shortage of flowers, of all things. Not many flowers grown in this country anymore. As you may remember, Carlsbad, north of San Diego, used to be the flower capital, but now most of those fields are growing medical marijuana instead, and that has left florists, some of them at least, scrambling as Mother's Day is almost here. Listen why.
Do you want me to grab you a couple more stems to put in there? Yeah.
The rush is on as florists work to meet a tight deadline for their busiest day of the year.
If we're in a rush, we can put it together a little faster, but if you have the time, we can show it a little more love.
But this Mother's Day is now threatened by a shortage of flowers, of all things.
This year especially for Mother's Day is one of the holidays where we are experiencing a big shortage of flowers.
A big shortage since very few flowers are still grown in this country. Most now, like these roses, come from places like Ecuador or Colombia or Costa Rica, all areas still hit hard by the pandemic.
You know, last year COVID kind of shut down a lot of the greenhouses in Costa Rica or Colombia, and now that we have the big demand, and there's no flowers.
Most of the flowers are flown into LAX or even brought in on ships, but the backlog of getting the huge cargo containers into the port of LA also now being blamed for part of the shortage.
A lot of the shipments are real late, coming up very late.
Here at Sherwood Florist in Claremont, they started ordering their flowers more than a week ago, stocking up, expecting the shortage. And now this refrigerated trailer is loaded up with all types of arrangements for Mother's Day.
At least 250 arrangements in this location.
But roses, like red ones or the dyed ones, still the top draw. And with the shortage, roses will now cost you a top dollar.
The roses is another big problem. The prices has gone out so much this year.
So if you can find flowers, obviously you're going to pay a lot more for them.
At least 25–30% more.
And back here, roses usually would cost you about $85 a dozen, but with this shortage, expect to pay up to $125, maybe even more a dozen, if you can still find them. For now, we're here in Claremont. Ed Lascos, Fox 11 News.